I don't truly know how I found out about this movie. It's actually one of the trailers I didn't watch. Yet I knew what the premise was. I don't really know how I did that one, to be honest. But this is something I wanted to check out. It's a double release week here in the UK with The Amateur and Drop. I think you can tell which one I wanted to watch more. I was pretty tied into the premise. It's something that I was very interested to check out. The cast is actually really good. It's got Rami Malek starring with Katrina Balfe, Rachel Brosnahan, Lawrence Fishburne, who are part of the rest of the cast. Granted, there are more that make up the rest of the supporting cast. I just didn't really know who they were. And those names I just said were the ones that enticed me to watch this. As always, this will be a spoiler-free review, so you can proceed without caution. The Amateur follows Charlie, who works for the CIA. I want to say it's in cryptography, but it's definitely in like security or some shit, in which he loses his wife during a terrorist attack while she's at a conference in London. Frustrated with how his bosses at the CIA are dealing with it due to internal conflicts, Charlie takes matters into his own hands and wants to kill the people who killed his wife himself. For me, this is a fun and intriguing premise. I love it when these vengeful films have love at the core because you can buy into it. You can truly feel the pure hate and desire for justice and the making things right through the characters, especially when the person who was murdered is in the film, in which Rachel Brosnahan's Sarah is. A lot of this does also come from Rami Malek's performance. He captured the emotion really well. Like I said, I felt the hate because his character only wanted one thing, and I believed it. Also comes from how well they focused on the grief side of things. Sarah didn't just die and Charlie went, fuck it, I'm gonna go get the bastards. He was initially going through the grief. Like, for example, Sarah's suitcase from London falls back into his hands, and there is quite an emotional scene here. He also uses his skills from the CIA to help find the team who did this. When he realizes his boss won't do anything about it, that is when the switch flips in his head and the hatred comes out. So it's mainly about Sarah's death, but a little bit to do with the fact that they won't do anything about it. This then also leans into why he went after her. He mentioned in his therapy sessions, yeah, they even show a therapy session, I think they handled this really well, that he wants them to feel like Sarah mattered. And this was huge for me. This shows that all these moments made Sarah feel like an actual character, not just something there to aid the plot. That being said, when it came to like the actual thriller side of this, I don't think it did the job for me at all. I don't really see many fights like them using pistols on each other, which is fine, but for some reason I expected there to be a lot more of this. I thought it was going to be that kind of film. A lot of the action involving Charlie was him using his brains to get out of situations and to outsmart everyone in the film. I get the boy is ridiculously smart, right? I mean, he does practically run a lot of the tech behind the security at the CIA and shit. But I just don't buy that he can outsmart everyone in the CIA. Like, everyone high up is on this case. They do make it extremely clear that he's not a killer, that he's like an IT guy who is good with computers and doesn't do all that stuff. But a lot of what he does is arguably worse than shooting someone at point blank, so I didn't really buy into that. When he was interacting with the bad guys, they were entertaining scenes, don't get me wrong. I just couldn't buy into it. I also didn't really find the film that tense or thrilling, which really wasn't helped by the pacing, which isn't great at all. You just go from these scenes and then back to the film, and it just does not feel right. I'm gonna just say it. Throughout parts, I was bored. I did go to this screening straight from work, so this could be entirely why, but I was feeling a bit snoozy. It can be a little bit of a slog to get through, and you really do feel the 2-hour runtime. Everyone else was pretty good, along with Rami Malek. They aren't performances to shout about or anything, but they are good, which is all you need. But I thought we could have had more screen time from the rest of the supporting cast. Katrina Balfe, who I absolutely love, puts on a pretty decent Russian accent. Well, I say decent, it's believable to me, but I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. So why the fuck is Jon Bernthal in this? He's barely in it. I have no clue what his character even did. Now, don't get me wrong, very good to see him, but I don't think his character actually did anything except have lunch and drink coffee. I wanted more of him. Well, I guess that's alright because we get The Accountant 2 in like 2 weeks. I've got to watch the first one before it comes out. Fuck. I don't want to be out here comparing shit to other shit. I mean, the main comparison I've seen for this is with the Bourne films, and I'm not going to lie, it's been so long since I've seen them. I don't even think I've seen all of them, to be honest. In fact, I definitely have not seen all of them, so I can't say much about that. But what I can say is that it does feel like something I've seen before. I can't pinpoint where, but it does feel like I've seen it before. So I give The Amateur 3 stars. There's cool bits, they dealt with stuff well, the acting's good, but as an actual thriller, it just didn't really do it for me. If you have seen The Amateur, let me know what you thought, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It would be much appreciated, and I'll see you in the next.